This is Jarrod Horak, and this is my latest Road to the 2024 Kentucky Oaks video. In this video, I'm going to analyze the Davona Dale Stakes at Gulfstream Park. This race will be run Saturday, March 2nd, 2024, and this marks the return of your two-year-old filly champion, Just FYI, for trainer Bill Mott. If you're interested in reading my Kentucky Oaks and Kentucky Derby reports, you'll find those reports every Monday and Tuesday at todaysracingdigest.com. And when you go over to the digest, click on their Kentucky Derby tab. You'll find that tab on the front page at the top near the left. That will take you over to the Digest Derby page, and there you will be able to read my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks reports. I update my Oaks reports every Monday and my Derby reports every Tuesday, and then I have other Oaks and Derby related articles on that page as well. So go on over there and check all of that out. And if you're interested in a free complete digest from now through the end of April, you can get one free complete digest at todaysracingdigest.com. On their complete digest page, they cover 3 tracks for their complete digest. They cover Oaklawn, Gulfstream, and Santa Anita. You can get one free complete digest for those tracks by using promo code DERBY5424. So go over to todaysracingdigest.com for more details, and in the description in this video, I will provide the link to the complete digest page and that promo code DERBY5424. And now we'll get into the analysis of this video. It's going to be the 9th race at Gulfstream, Saturday, March 2nd, 2024. This is the Grade 2 Davona Dale Stakes with a $200,000 purse for 3-year-old fillies, traveling 1 mile around one turn on the main track. Scheduled post time 3:17 p.m. Eastern Time. Now for these Kentucky Oaks videos, I've been doing some of them in short form, and you can check a lot of those out. I wanted to do this one in long form because I wanted to talk about Just FYI, your two-year-old filly champion, and what her chances are in this race. But now we'll go through the field, then I'll give out my wagering strategies at the end. Miss Sayely is number 1. This filly is removing blinkers. She's 2 for 7 with 3 show finishes, and she's run all of her races at Gulfstream. Her last start, optional claiming race, 1 mile at Gulfstream on February 9th. She set the pace. She finished 3rd, beaten 9 lengths. She was a clear 3rd there. She's probably going to impact the pace from the inside post. Removing blinkers, maybe they're trying to get her to relax a little bit. She did stalk and score in her start prior to that against Florida Bred Company. Leslie's Rose, they paid more than $1 million for this filly, and her sire is Into Mischief. She's got a long-winded pedigree. So for trainer Todd Pletcher, she was 9-2 in her debut. It was a slow early, fast late event at Aqueduct in the fall. And from the inside post, she battled on the pace, and she just kicked away there, and she won by more than 9 lengths. Such an easy victory in that debut. Because of that debut, that visually impressive debut, they made her 20 cents on the dollar second time out. That was at Gulfstream at 7 furlongs on a good track on January 11th. And in that optional claiming race, she had post 2 in a 6-horse field. She was up on the pace, and she was able to win by a length as the heavy favorite. Now, Gunsong was clearly second best. That filly came back and won her next start. And now Leslie's Rose is going to make her 3rd career start in this race. Both of her starts, they were slow early, fast late events, and she was all over the pace. The pace is likely going to be quicker in here. We'll have to see if she tries to go with the leaders early or if they try to relax and stalk the pace. Just FYI, your aforementioned 2-year-old filly champion for trainer Bill Mott. This is the daughter of Justify. Street Cry is the dam sire. The longer the better for her, so maybe a 1-turn mile, probably not optimal, but she won at 6 furlongs in her debut, just based on class there. She was post 9 in a 10-horse field, and she was able to stalk and get up by a head. That distance was definitely too short for her, but she won anyway. Brizette, a 1-turn mile, second time out in the slop. She had post 5 in a 6-horse field, and she was out in the middle of the track, stalking the pace, and she was able to kick away and win by almost 4 lengths. Good effort in that race. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, she was out in post 12. Junior Alvarado had to get her out of there from post 12 and find position. That's what he did. He chased early from second. He took over in the stretch, and she was able to open up by a length and a half. And then she held on at the end to win by a neck over Jody's Pride. Candide was 3rd. So I thought that was a good effort considering post 12. That's probably not what they wanted to do. They didn't want to have to send her out there going after the lead, running a bit quicker early than they wanted. And that pace was pretty quick. 22 and 2, 46 and change. 110 and 4 for the 6 furlongs. They were above par fractions, and she was up on that pace. Good effort. She was named your 2-year-old filly champion last year, going 3 for 3. Her first start this year. She's been working steadily since January 15th at Payson Park. So she looks like she's ready for this. 2 bullet works, including a 4-furlong bullet on February 10th, best of 56. She looks ready to go. She's going to stalk the pace in here. Fiona's Magic is next for trainer Michael Yates, and she's run well in all 4 starts, 2 wins in 2 seconds. Tyler Gaffalione got acquainted with her last time in a runner-up finish in the Grade 3 Forward Gal at 7 furlongs. So she's had a nice distance progression. 5-furlong debut, she was second. 6 furlongs, second time out, she won by 7. 6.5 furlongs in her third start, she won by 2. And then in the Forward Gal at 7 furlongs, she set the pace, and she was able to hold second there. So now she's going to stretch out to a 1-turn mile, and she'll probably be up on the pace. Who Could Ask for Mo for trainer Shug McGahee? This is a $450,000 daughter of Uncle Mo, and she's run well in all 3 starts, and she's making nice progress. 7-furlong debut. She stalked. She was best of the rest in third. Second time out, 1 mile and 40 yards. The heavy favorite at Tampa Bay. That was in a maiden special rate race on December 31st, and she stalked and she won by more than 6 lengths. In her last start, she was in the Suncoast Stakes. I liked her as an underneath key there. I didn't end up hitting the race, but she ran a quality race. From the inside post, she rallied from last, and she was able to just get up and finish second, again at 1 mile and 40 yards. Now she's cutting back in distance. I don't know that this shorter distance helps her, but with Jose Ortiz riding for the first time, and he's 4 for 6 with trainer Shug McGahee lately, look for this filly to try to get involved in the stretch. Queen's Martini is next for trainer Danny Gargan. This is a daughter of Mucho Macho Man, and she's run twice, and she ran well both times. She rallied from off the pace to break her maiden in her 5.5 furlong debut at Saratoga. That was in July, and she won by almost 6 lengths. She didn't resurface until the Cash Run Stakes, January 1st of this year at Gulfstream in a 1-turn mile, and she stalked. She made a bid for the lead, and she ended up finishing second, 5 lengths behind Power Squeeze. Power Squeeze would come out of that race and win the Suncoast Stakes. As I mentioned, that one, Who Could Ask for Mo, was second. So Queen's Martini faced a decent horse last time, and now I would expect in her second start of the year, I can see her improving. She did improve her speed figure, but she's going to have to improve and run faster again to compete with these. New Diamond is next for trainer Pat Biancone. Won the debut at Gulfstream at 6 furlongs in July, rallying from off the pace, and then last time out in an optional claiming race, 6.5 furlongs at Gulfstream, a well-beaten third there. So she had the inside post in her first 2 starts. She has post 7 in this longer and tougher race, and she'll try to get involved from off the pace. Into Champagne is next for trainer Ian Wilkes. This is the daughter of Into Mischief, and they paid $300,000 for this filly. Julian Leperoux rode her both times. A debut victory by more than 6 lengths at 5.5 furlongs at Ellis Park. That was June of last year. January 7th of this year, the Glitter Woman Stakes. She stalked from the inside post. She was able to kick away and win by 1.25 lengths, and your runner-up there was the next out winner. So she's 2 for 2, third start, going from 5.5 to 6 to now a 1-turn mile. Outside post, outside stalking trip is likely. So this race definitely goes through, just FYI. Maybe she doesn't have to be at her absolute best in her first start after the layoff, but she's the fastest horse in this race. She improved her speed ratings in all 3 starts. I thought her Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies was even better than it looks, considering that fast pace, and she had post 12, and she had to be part of that pace. Tamara was the highly regarded Richard Mandela trainee setting that pace, and she just weakened there. But just FYI, was up on that pace, and she was able to hang in there and win by a neck. So now she's getting to a nice, comfortable rhythm here. She seems to be training well for this. She's the class of the field, and I think just FYI, even though this isn't her main goal, obviously the Kentucky Oaks is, she should get the job done in this race. So my top 4 fillies in this race, I'm going to use the 3, the 2, the 5, and the 8. The 3 is just FYI. The 2 is Leslie's Rose. Your 5, Who Could Ask for Mo, is going to be my underneath key in a trifecta. And then Into Champagne, number 8, rounds out my top 4. We will make a trifecta key, 3 over the 2-5. We'll play another trifecta, the 2-3-8, the 2-3-8 in first and second, keying the 5 in third, Whocouldaskformo, and then a superfecta key. I'm going to key the 3, just FYI, on top of the 2, 5, and 8. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. Keep checking my YouTube channel for all of these Oaks and Derby videos. Again, some I'll do in a long format, some I'll do in video short format. So keep checking those. I'll cover them all every week, and then every Monday and Tuesday, todaysracingdigest.com for my Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks updates. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.